This is session 2 of our little renewal of our gestures to renew our faith, our love, and our humility for the Lord. Uh, and this one will be dedicated to receiving by the chalice, just in case you have forgotten or it's been a while and you want to, maybe for the first time, and you have never received our Lord, receiving from the chalice. Simple things. Use 2 hands to receive the chalice. Put one under and grab it with the other hand. That always helps to make sure that Jesus doesn't end up on the floor, but we're able to receive him to avoid any kind of spills or anything like that. Also, if you go to receive our Lord from the chalice, it's always a reception. It's not ever a taking. So one of the very simple gestures and very delicate ways in which we express that is not to dip your host, but what some would call intinction. You may have seen a priest do that. It's a little bit different in the case of an ordained minister, but the point of the matter is that's a gesture of taking versus a gesture of receiving. I know it's very subtle, extremely subtle, but that's the language of the liturgy. Many times it is very subtle and very particular. So you receive the chalice with the 2 hands, not to come with the host, to dip the host. That could be the case. There could be a time when a priest or extraordinary minister would dip or use intinction, and you would receive the Eucharist on your tongue. But just to make that clear, also when coming forth, if you have a lot of lipstick on, you're probably going to leave that on the chalice. And so, as a sign of love for our Lord, so as not to, and also love for your neighbor, probably a good thing to keep in mind and to wipe off before you come to communion as well. Also, the communion line sometimes can get a little quick, and that's where we start to get careless. So take your time. There's no rush. It doesn't matter if people are waiting, especially as we come back and we renew ways. It can cause a little traffic jam maybe sometimes. It's perfectly fine. We can wait. It's not a problem. So as to help us to treat our Lord with that love, with that humility, and with that full faith, even though practicality sometimes may be new to us, and for that, as we're renewing all these things, should if for you happen to see a spill and no one else notices, please do point that out to us. If for some reason there's a splash and you get some of the precious blood of our Lord on your clothing, that can also be something you can bring to our attention, and we can help out with that, so that we're always doing all this renewal as an opportunity to grow in, again, loving our Lord through the little details, and to receive the Eucharist under both forms, the form of bread and the form of wine. Hopefully can be a time where your love, your humility, your faith in our Lord is renewed, along with all these other details that come with it. So hope that helps. God bless you. There'll be more to come in the next video on some other things that we can renew.